Saturday night. This is going to be your fourth fight coming up with Bellator, your fourth pro fight in almost a year. So you've been very active your first year. I'm curious to know, how do you feel heading into this fight?
I feel great. Training camp went well, no injuries. Training camp always goes well. I mean, you just come to practice, you show up on time, you do what you have to do, you listen, and everything should go according to plan. And that's how this camp has gone. That's usually how all the camps go for me. So I feel good. I'm obviously very active. It's been 11 months since I've been a pro, four fights, but I want to keep it that way. I'm having a good time. If I can get the job done early and stay healthy in fights, why not? Just keep winning and making money.
That's one of the things. Not even a year in, and this is your fourth fight, and that's a lot. Obviously, you're young, and you're starting out. Was that the plan, though? Was to just be really active and continue to get better at this aspect of at this game?
Absolutely. I always said if I'm healthy and I can get the job done, I want to continue to fight because I can only get better. For me right now, personally, I need time in the cage. I haven't had a full round yet, so for me, just stay active. That's what I really want to do. And just obviously I haven't had a full round yet, but like I said, if I can get it done early, then great. That's the best way. I don't want to be like, oh, I need to get a 3-round fight in. No, my whole job is to get it done as fast as possible, get out of there, and go home. But that was the whole plan all along.
So where exactly do you feel you are with your development? I mean, the first fight was the first fight. You've rebounded in a big way with those next two. Where do you feel you are with your development in MMA right now?
I'm making really big, drastic leaps with my MMA. I mean, before I was wrestling, I was traveling, I was again boxing in here, doing a little bit of stuff here. But now my whole focus, 6 days a week, is to become the best fighter in the world. So when you have that, and you have a good team, and you're surrounded by good coaches, and you're focused, and you want to learn, you're gonna go as far as you want to go by just taking the time to learn, to relax and absorb as much as you can, and that's what I've been doing in the last 11 months, and my MMA has gone through the roof, so I can't ask for much more.
You know, you came in obviously very hyped as a super prospect, and that first fight happened, you've rebounded big. I'm just curious, at this point now, with your fourth fight coming up, does hype and having to live up to expectations, how do you deal with that, or how have you grown with that and dealt with that?
To be honest with you, like a lot of people say that, oh, you probably felt a lot of pressure for the first fight, Madison Square Garden. And I get kind of mad when they say that because like I always feel the same way before a wrestling tournament. Of course, there's pressure. You're gonna feel that. Right now, I feel the same amount of pressure than I did my first fight. I just made a mistake my first fight, you know, and I learned from it. So that's the biggest thing I could possibly do. But I don't care if I'm gonna be fighting for the title, if it's just a normal fight, I treat it all the same. I put that expectation for myself is very high, so nothing changes. The pressure is going to always be the same. To the last fight I have in my career, I'm going to be feeling the same amount of nerves. So for me, I've done this before in wrestling. I've fought across the world. I've boxed, so nothing's different. The first fight, I just made a mistake, you know. I always say, shit happens, you know. There's not much I could do, you know. He caught me with a good punch, choked me out. But back to what you're saying, I feel the pressure all the time. But that's what motivates me. That's what keeps me going. If you don't feel that, then what's the point of training?
Wrestling, obviously, like that's a big thing with you. You were super hyped with the wrestling, but we haven't really seen much of that from you in MMA. 2 big knockouts, you know, are your 2 wins. So, at some point, are we going to see that from you at some point?
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't had to use my wrestling. You know, I always say, when you stand on your feet and knock guys out straight from standing, that's what gets you on the TV. That's what people want to see. But no, I'm no idiot. I'm not going to say I'm just going to stand on my feet because that's what people want to do. If I need to take it to the ground, I'm very well prepared to take it to the ground. Just look at my pedigree with wrestling. I can take anybody down in the world. And for me, I've been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu with Jason Manley, doing a lot of stuff, working on the ground with Antonio. He's very good on the ground with elbows and learning. So I'm prepared to go on the ground, but these last 2 fights that I've had, I haven't had to go there. So why put myself at risk if I could just knock somebody out? If it comes, it comes. If I need to take them down, I will. So I'm prepared for everything.
You're so young, you're only 21 years old, and there's a big spotlight on you, and you've had 2 big wins. How about the aspect of dealing with winning and making sure you don't get too far ahead of yourself? Because your performances since that first loss have been dominant. So dealing with winning and all that, how do you deal with that?
To be honest with you, I want to be the world champion. I want to be champ of the world, and I want to defend it. And right now, I'm at the youngest stage of my career. I mean, you win, then it's like you got to keep building. You got to keep building. And for me, honestly, I'm with my family every day. I'm surrounded by great coaches, and I honestly ask questions. How do I get better today? When I'm with Freddie, I say, what do we work on today to get better, to being the best fighter in the world? Antonio, what do I have to do today to get better? I'm with my brother in the car. And I'm serious. How do I get better as a fighter? Because at the end of the day in fighting, you're gonna be winning, and it's just gonna be like, what's next? What's next? What's next? So I enjoy my wins. I really do. I enjoy it. A couple weeks, then it's like I'm not a world champion. So then, what did I just want to fight? Until I get that belt around my waist, I'm the champ of the world. Then it goes to the next question: who am I defending it against? Then you defend it against him. This guy's next. So it's an ongoing cycle. So to be honest with you, you can never really enjoy your wins until you're retired.
The fight on Saturday night is against Lee Morrison. What do you know about Lee Morrison, and what do you expect from him?
Very, very tough guy. Very, very tough guy. He's a wrestler. He's been in a lot of big wars. He's a veteran. He's really good. What can I expect from him? Honestly, he's probably going to be running around, trying to cut certain angles, trying to do different things, but we're prepared for that. I know he's going to probably try to take me down, try to look for like chokes, things like that, but we're prepared for everything. I know he's going to be on the feet. He's not going to want to try to stand with me, so he's going to be running around, but I've got the best training partner in the world. I got the best coach in the world, Antonio, so we're prepared for everything.
First year and as a professional MMA fighter is about to be wrapped up. What are your goals for this next year coming up, for year 2 of Aaron Pico in MMA?
Becoming world champion, just taking it step by step.
Can you do it that soon?
Absolutely, I can do it that soon. To be honest with you, I mean, I'm focused. That's my whole goal is to be a world champion. When Bellator feels I'm ready. I mean, I feel I'm ready the way that I'm progressing. Like I said, I've been progressing a lot. But this featherweight is a tough. It's no easy task. But that's what makes it exciting, and that's what makes you live for those moments. Is that it's no easy task. So yeah, but back to your question, yeah, definitely, I feel I can be a world champion that soon, 100%.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate your time. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.